G'day fellow YouTubians, this is funnyeehn back with another episode of Gamer Report, your weekly lowdown for wiki interpretation. Gaming news. Gaming news. Aw, he said he loves you. So the first thing I want to talk about is Foxconn, and for those of you that aren't familiar with the company, Foxconn is not only the largest electronic manufacturer in the world, but is also known for making Apple hardware as well as Wii U's. Well, due to some unlawful practices by Foxconn, there's been some bad publicity for Nintendo, and I guess Apple. Foxconn has confessed that they had hired children under the age of 16 and as young as 14, which is against Chinese law. And it turns out that these children were hired as interns to offset the 19,000 employee shortage.
No, you got it all wrong. It is good work experience. Honestly.
Apparently, Foxconn's internship program constitutes 2.7% of its 1.2 million person workforce. Thankfully, children have started to return to their homes. And in response to all this, Nintendo has stated that it is in communication with Foxconn and is investigating the matter. But what are your thoughts on this? Alright, so I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but as of recently there was this group of 4 kids from Iowa, 2 boys and 2 girls, that ran away from their homes. Now, you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with gaming? Well, it turns out that the kids ranging from age 13 to 16 met on Xbox.
Oh, ages 13 to 16. That is good age for internship. I mean, it's good age for playing Xbox.
Now these kids, a couple coming from one place and the other couple coming from a different spot in Iowa, were soon found by authorities. All 4 kids were caught trespassing on an abandoned property and were, well, arrested. Not a good way to be found. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I feel like this is one of those kind of articles that could easily blow the whole thing, the whole idea of console chatting, out of proportion. I could only imagine what some crazy parent would do if they read that article. Maybe ban their kids from playing on any console, or more crazy yet, maybe they'll just protest consoles altogether. The way I figure it with crazy people is that the sky is the limit. Not only did these 4 kids meet each other on Xbox, but one of the girls and one of the boys actually began dating after they met on Xbox.
See, the way I figure it is if you put these kids in internships, they will also develop these close relationships, which is good for their moral being.
But here's an interesting question. Would you guys ever date anybody that you met on, say, any platform, whether it's Xbox, PS3, even PC, without ever seeing their Facebook or really anything to verify who they are? Now, I'm not sure if this couple had also been friends on Facebook, but assuming that they hadn't. Also, do you guys have any family or friends that are dating because they met somebody through, well, gaming? I think I only have one friend who met her husband from playing WoW. And she lived like in California and he lived all the way in the Midwest somewhere. So that's one of those relationships that went the full mile, or a lot more miles than that actually. Anyway, so I just thought that this news piece would provide some interesting conversation. So it seems that scary games are all the craze right now, like Slender, Amnesia, and of course we can't forget all of those independent horror games mixed in there as well.
You wanna know what else is scary? Having a 19,000 employee shortage.
Well, good news is that former developers of Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, and Army of Two have started their own independent game studio in Montreal called Red Barrels. As of now, the company is working on a survival horror game called Outcast, which is predicted to come out sometime in 2013. Just to give you a brief plot point of the game, Outlast is set in the mountains of Colorado and focuses on journalist Miles Upshur. The writer breaks into the Mount Massive Asylum to get the scoop on why it has been mysteriously reopened by a branch of a transnational corporation. Looks fun, right? Well, let me know if you think if I should maybe pick up the game for my channel. IGN, one of the most trusted video game sources known to the community, may be experiencing some changes in the near future. According to the Wall Street Journal, it seems that IGN could be going up for auction.
Do you think that they have 19,000 workers that can move to China?
News Corp, the owner of IGN, GameSpy.com, and other websites, had bought these said websites back in 2005 for $650 million. And now, they're only asking for $100 million. It's also being said that Brig Media, Say Media, and other private equity funds are in the potential buying ring. The way I figure it is, as long as there's a job for me at IGN, auction away News Corp. But just remember, I'm watching you guys. Psh, you are too old for internship. Alright, now I bet a lot of you are still having a great time with Team Fortress 2's Manaverse machine. Well, as long as people don't quit mid-session, right? Because that just gets frustrating.
Hey bro, if you're gonna quit, don't play.
So, in an effort to prevent abandonment of the man-up games, Valve will impose penalties on players that abandon games by temporarily placing players in low-priority pools and by making them experience longer matchmaking times. But for one to be considered an abandoner, one must do all the following. You leave a game while playing a man-up game on an official server, and you have not played through a single wave to completion or failure, and there are 5 or more players currently connected to the server, including you. Anyway, moral of the story? Don't be a quitter.
Quit is gonna quit.
Alright everyone, well that wraps up this week's Game Report. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until next week, this is funnyeehn, signing out.
I just had a great idea. I can buy 19,000 pandas as company pets, but use them for manufacturing. Oh, it is so perfect. Wait, I have bamboo allergies. Crap.